Welcome to Kastor'sCorner.com. I'm your host Cleo, here for another toy of the day here on our YouTube channel. So happy that you can join us. You can check out a full gallery of these figures up on Kastor'sCorner.com. You can follow us. We are at Kastor's Corner on all social media. And you can check out the Cornercast podcast. New episodes every week. You can check out our old episodes. Subscribe there. Subscribe here. What more can you ask for? Subscribe just so you don't miss anything. So what do we got for you today? Well, we are looking at our What If wave in pieces. Kind of paired them up into pairs. They're all kind of sitting around me. And we're going to start. I'm not sure the order of the thing. So I am going to start with what's around me. Because our Hydra Stomper and Captain Carter is already up. But we're going to take a look at T'Challa Star-Lord here. And Heist Nebula, as they call her. And I have to say these are two of the most colorful, dynamic figures of the wave, I think. Just in the brightness. And I think the episode of What If really showed the hope that kind of T'Challa brings to the MCU. And it is one of Chadwick Boseman's last performances as an actor. And it definitely brought a tear to my eye, listening to him, his voice, and to be T'Challa one more time. And there is one more episode for those of you that haven't watched it yet. This isn't the absolute last one, but this is the last one where he is the kind of main character of the storyline. And T'Challa as Star-Lord was a really powerful episode to see what his characters liked brought to the MCU in a different way. Changing Thanos, changing Nebula, just changing the whole Ravager crew into something completely different. So you get a very purple and gray, very, very bright aesthetic here, much brighter than Quill. And pinless body, nice and thin, based on the animation. I do have a loose foot here, but loose joints, it's your mileage may vary depending on the figures that you get. So I can't really kind of fault it here. So what do you get with him? Well, you get his famous Star-Lord blasters. You get two of them. The difference here between this one and the previous Peter Quill figures, there was an ability, if I'm correct, I think Bill might have reviewed those. If I'm correct, you could put his pistols, his blasters, on his belt. This Star-Lord has no way to kind of store his blasters there, but it is the standard Star-Lord look with the double, top and bottom. He does look like... no, he doesn't. He doesn't even look like he has any rockets or anything kind of on his costume at all. It's a very, very streamlined costume for him. He does have the quintessential Star-Lord mask with the open hair at the top. And I think it's... Captain Carter was a really good representation of Haley Atwell. I think this is one of the best animated figures that they've made of all of this wave. I think this is... Animation-wise, this matches up, and I think this is going to look amazing with my can't speak apparently, Spider-Verse figures. There is one more piece, and I saved it for last with him, just so you can... There is one small issue with my figure, and I'm not sure what your experience is, and I'm kind of curious in the comments if you have this figure, if you also have this problem. So he does come with an alternate head. So you get the masked head here, very classic, the big eyes. Pop that head off. Pretty easy, right? You get the standard unmasked T'Challa figure here. Pops right in. It's got the afro. It's got the full beard there. It's just such a clean, striking looking figure there. Got some great photos of him. Really, really loved doing the photography for this. It was very clean and simple, but there was a lot of depth to it. Now, here's my problem with this figure. So if I want to switch back to the mask, this is what happens. The ball joint, which is supposed to attach to the next joint here, pops off. And because it is such a small piece, you can't, or at least I can't get it at all. So I have to get needle nose pliers to swap the heads. And so you get this ball joint that fits into the neck peg as such. And then this head pops on pretty easily and also comes off really easily without putting the stress on it. So I think the peg in here, or the hole here, is just a little bit too tight for this, and so it grabs it with it, and this isn't very, very secure, so it doesn't go deep enough in, so it doesn't kind of create this, it doesn't envelop it and kind of create it. So when you have him unmasked, for me at least, so I wonder if you guys are having the same issue. So T'Challa is wonderful. I think Nebula is also one of those figures that's really dynamic. She is Hasbro elbows at the top, pins on the bottom, so she's not pinless. She comes with a blaster, and she comes with the wonderful golden locks. And if you so choose, you can lift up the hair a little bit, and you can see it's a fully sculpted face. It's not just half a face that they sculpted. So there's a fully sculpted head under there. The blues and the purple really complement T'Challa's gray and purple. They make a really striking duo here, and I really, really like them, the figures as a whole. She comes with the standard kind of weird kind of like pointing, like magic hands, as I call it for females, and a fist. And then she comes with 2 trigger finger hands to hold her pistol. So she is ready for the heist of the collector's storeroom there. And with the 2 of them together, it's just a great duo. So I did a full gallery of both of these guys, these people, these guardians, up on castorscorner.com. You can check it out there. You can follow us. We are at Kastor's Corner on all social media. Check out the Cornercast podcast. Subscribe to that. Subscribe to this. The more of you that subscribe to everything that we do, the more cool things we get to do, and then we get to share them with you. And that's been a really important part of the journey this year. Yeah, so there you go. T'Challa, Nebula from the heist episode. As we say every night, Jaxie, we miss you and we love you, and we wish you were here. And for those of you coming back for the rest of the What If Wave and much, much more in this room, we'll see you tomorrow here on castorscorner.com. Have a good night, everybody. See you tomorrow.